Yeah, as usual, before we're gonna start our session for tonight, I would like to give some announcement about Britzone. Yeah, to get to know better about our communities, basically. Okay, maybe our Zoom host, Kak Raki, may you help to share the slide?
All right, wait a moment. Wait. Could you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. Thank you, Kak Raki. Okay. All right, guys. Once again, hello everyone. Hello, fellow Britzoners. Okay, so yeah, basically, I want to tell you about Britzone. Britzone is the largest free English community in Jakarta. This is the place for all of us to practice our English. Britzone basically is an open platform, so everyone from any kind of background, from various background, could just freely join us. And we are in here. We are also trying our best to make Britzone a place that is free of judgment. So we support you guys and keep encourage you to practice our English. Yeah, and Britzone is run by so many inspiring committees and conductors who are all volunteers. And yeah, as our main program, we have 3 regular classes. The first one is Britzone Speaking Academy. It usually held on Tuesday every week, and it starts at 7 p.m. This class is focused on public speaking, such as speech, debate, interview, and others. And the second one is Britzone English Betterment series, which is what we have today. And it will be held every Wednesday, start at 7 p.m. And this class touches for English skill, which are listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And the next one is Britzone Fun Day. This class usually bring much more various topic for weekly discussion, and we try to help in a fun way. All right, next. Next, Karaki. All right. Yeah, Britzone also have several social media to keep you get updates about our program, classes, and our activities. So yeah, we have Facebook, Twitter, but our main platform currently is on IG. So make sure you follow us on Britzone ID. And also we have YouTube accounts, so you can stream our class in there, and you can watch our recorded live class there. And also, since we are a non-profit organization, we are sustaining our community with several fundraising programs, and one of that is by having Britzone merchandise that have been developed by our entrepreneurship team. The announcement. Okay. Yeah, you guys could just check our Britzone merchandise Instagram account on Britzone Merch. In there, you can find out more about our products from t-shirt, lanyard, tote bag, and so on. So if there's anything that you want to ask, just freely reach out our busy merch team. And yes, also for some quite time, Britzone have been sponsored by Library of the Education and Culture Ministry. But due to the pandemic, we cannot go there and help our class on online meeting. But you actually still can access their collection by registering yourself or take a part of their membership. So you can access their books and so many collection from the library. They are now available online. So yeah, please just reach out them on Instagram at Perpustakaan. And in the end of our class, we have our class tradition, which is taking pictures together and yeah, post it to our Instagram. And yeah, please also give us your feedback on the link on your screen or just scan the barcode that appear on here. We will very happy to accept your class feedback from the class. All right, guys. Yeah, I think that's all from our announcement. Thank you so much for keep listening of it. But yeah, before we gonna start our session with our amazing conductor, maybe I want to reach out first to some of you guys, especially for the newcomer. All right, maybe I want to just asking randomly from one of you. Maybe Kak Eko, maybe. Halo Kak Eko. Halo Kak Eko. Are you? Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Hello Eko. So actually, is it this class is your first time to joining our class? Maybe. Is it your first time to join our class?
Actually, this is my third times.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for keep coming. Yeah, I guess I hope you will enjoy and get what you expect from today's class. Thank you so much, Kak Eko, for joining us.
Thank you.
Maybe once
Thank you,
more.
Dimas.
Yeah, thank you so much. Maybe once more from Kak Dian, maybe. Halo, Kak Dian. Could you unmute yourself? Hello. Or where's Kak Dian? Okay. All right. Is it Kak Dian? May want
Hello?
to? Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Sorry, it's not clear, I think. Okay.
It's okay. It's really...
I'm not the newcomer, but I been from Britzone more than 6 months because I'm busy. Okay.
Okay.
Like that.
Right. Yes. Thank you so much, Kak Dian. All right, guys. Yeah. All right. Maybe do the time already passed. I guess. We're gonna start our session, and our conductor already with us tonight. So, hello, Kak Retmi.
Hi Dimas. Hi everyone. Good evening.
Yes. Well, I hope you are in a good condition tonight and so ready to share to us. But before we're gonna start, I want to give you some brief introduction probably about our conductor for today's class. So, Retmi Ardilla is an English teacher. She owns an English course named Bakursus. You can check it on Instagram. And currently she works for Scotters. You know, guys, Scotters is a platform that help you to get some guidance for those of you who want to study abroad. Okay, I think that's it. So Karetmi, are you ready, Kak?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, so without further ado, I will let Karetmi to take over the session. So the time and screen is yours, Karetmi.
Thank you very much, Dimas. Hi everyone. Good evening. So let me share my screen.
Hello, Kak Retmi. Good evening. How are you today?
Are you guys doing good?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling well today, so hope you get comfortable with my voice. Okay, I got a little bit flu. So can you see my screen right now, guys?
Yes, it's good.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so all right, good evening. Let me start my material because I have only limited time to present this, but that's okay. Let's make it briefly but clear. So it's about improving your academic reading comprehension. Basically, I'm an English teacher, and now I'm concerning more in IELTS. So I'm teaching IELTS right now in Scotters. So this material will be mainly based on the IELTS reading comprehension. Why? Because yeah, IELTS is one of the academic test, English academic test um, that is very common beside TOEFL, of course. And for me, and based on my experience as well, based on the students that I meet, when the students can deal with the reading, with the IELTS test, most likely they can deal with the TOEFL already. Okay, and yeah, so basically the academic reading comprehension that I will present you today would be based on the IELTS material. So yeah, thanks to thank you very much for Britzone to conduct this meeting today, because this material is a little bit exclusive, if I may say. Because yeah, why I say that, because most of the students that are just like they just began to know IELTS, as to study IELTS for the very first time, they say most of them say to me, told me that at the very beginning, I was very scared. That's what they say. I was very scared that the IELTS would be very difficult, and it would be very different from the TOEFL test. Simply maybe because of those issues around the public that say that, oh, IELTS is very difficult and it's so expensive and so forth. The expensive one is correct, but about the difficulties, maybe it is relative. So let's jump into our material today. So why is academic reading important? Maybe you want to share your thoughts, guys, through the chats. Why do you think?
Oh iya, yang kurang nggak ada rasa kan. Kalau mama aku mah pahit.
Why do you think academic reading is important? Anyone? Maybe I'll choose the one who appears in my screen first. Nesdi, maybe. Why do you think academic reading is important?
Hi, Mr. Ardilla. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question was, why reading academy is important?
Yes.
I think it's important. It's because it's based on IELTS, or is it the question related to IELTS? Or how?
In general, reading in general.
Reading in general.
Yes.
So I think it's because of how to say it's a little bit difficult to explain something, but I think it's important. Wait, hold on. Academic reading is important because it's mostly it's related to academic things, and the topic relate to the such as historical things or academic things.
Okay.
So the knowledge is important, so it's important.
Yeah, so basically, if I may say, thank you very much, Nesdi, and thank you for Mira as well. I suppose if you pursue academic career associated, it will be very useful, although it's also essential to enhance our literacy awareness in everything. Yeah, a little bit, yeah, similar with what Nesdi said before. So academic reading it would be very essential for us. Related to academic thing, right? But regardless that thing, regardless that reason, basically reading is the basic skill that we need to understand, to study something, right? When we learn, when we want to learn, when we want to study and enhance our skill or our knowledge about something, we need to read. So reading is basically the activity, the very traditional or conventional way for us to get the information or to get the knowledge. And if you want to go with, if you want to pursue your academic career, just like Mira said before, academic reading would be very essential. And let's say some of you want to pursue your study abroad, or maybe study in our country. When you want to do a research, then you are going to need the reading, the academic reading comprehension, right? So it's not only when you want to take IELTS or TOEFL score, or sorry, IELTS or TOEFL test, then you will need this skill. Okay, so this is very important. If you want to, if you want yourself to get fluent with your English, for example, to get fluent with your way of communication, you need the sources, and one of the most conventional sources are the reading passage, or are the text, right? So you need to know how to read well. So I want to know, I need to get more thoughts on this. What is your difficulties in reading, guys? Let's share your difficulties when you are reading TOEFL test, TOEFL reading, or maybe if you, some of you guys have already met the IELTS reading before, or when you are doing your research, you are reading your paper, academic paper, and a journal paper, then what is your difficulties? Maybe you can share. What are your difficulties in reading? Unfamiliar term. Okay, very well. Any other thoughts maybe from the chat box? Vocabulary, time management. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Unfamiliar terms. This is the we find the unfamiliar terms or unfamiliar vocabularies most of the time in the reading passages, especially when we are doing the TOEFL or the IELTS test, and we have to be familiar with that. We have to get familiar in meeting the unfamiliar vocabularies, right? How to get not surprised, to not getting surprised by getting those unfamiliar vocabularies is just by practicing more and more. Okay, and how to analyze the meaning of the whole context of the sentence without getting to know what is basically the meaning of that single unfamiliar vocabulary. Yeah, so it's about getting familiar. It's about getting used into those academic readings, and also the time management. Of course, especially in TOEFL and IELTS, we have a very strict time duration that we have to use. Sometimes pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation is basically not really related to the reading, because we're talking about reading the text, right? And how to understand, how to visualize the reading that we are facing, and how to answer, usually how to answer the question from that passage. Ironically, I love reading, but reading academic sort of things is really different with informal reading, such as novels, stories, and okay, and it's to tumultuous for me. All right. Yeah. Why academic reading is not really enjoyable for us is because the vocabulary. Sometimes the vocabulary is not related for us, and it's too serious for us. So the thing that we need is the skill, right? What is the skills that we need to read this non-enjoyable reading, right? Let me share you these techniques. Okay, there are some words that usually appear in certain subject. Okay, before I'm sharing you the techniques, I'm going to ask you to read this text very briefly, the fattest animals, and maybe you want to share what is the topic, what is the main topic of this passage. Let me give you maybe 2 minutes, please. Okay, 2 minutes is too long. So, I have a very limited time. So, do you guys know what is this passage about?
It's about blue whale.
About the whale. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the material, today's material about. Jadi, so it's not to read the passage very detailed and very in a very amusing way, like the way you read the novels, the story, right, the informal readings and so forth, but it's how to grasp the information. Most importantly, when it comes to TOEFL or IELTS, when you have a very limited time, right? So what you need to know is the general strategies. So these are the contents that we are going to talk about today, the general strategies in reading, in academic reading, and what are the golden rules that we need to do, and what are the things that we need to avoid. And after my presentation, I'm going to share you, the facilitator will give you the practice test where you can practice these strategies. So yeah, these are basically how the academic reading paper assessed. We basically need to know how to identify the writer overall purpose, and sometimes, most of the times, we need to know what is the main topic, what is the main idea of the passage, and so forth, and how to identify different opinions and attitudes, right? So yeah, you need to be familiar about this, and by getting to know this, then you know what to do when you are dealing with academic reading. So yeah, these are the very vital skills in reading comprehension: skimming and scanning a passage, then vocabulary, and finding keywords. So I want to emphasize that you don't really need to read the whole passage very detailed, one word by the other, one by one word. So you need to skim them and scan them to find the information. And also, regarding the unfamiliar vocabulary, you don't need to know the meaning, because you don't have any time, you don't have any chances to open the dictionary, right? When it comes to TOEFL or reading or TOEIC and so forth. So the vocabulary skill in this context is how can you analyze, or how can you predict what is the meaning of this one vocabulary out of the whole context of that sentence. Okay, so how to instead understanding the whole context of the sentence, instead of focusing on just one unfamiliar vocabulary that you confused about. Okay. And yeah, actually finding keywords is the basic skill that we need when we are going to answer certain questions. Then we have to know what is the main keywords of this question number 1, for example. Then after finding that important keywords, then you are going to search to the passage where is that keywords mentioned, then you can answer the question. Okay, then what I'm going to highlight today is this to process skimming and scanning a passage, the skimming and scanning process. Because yeah, apart from the IELTS or the TOEFL needs, you will need to implement these two skills. Just simply, for example, when you are dealing with your work, or when or with your studies, you have to skim like 10 papers, for example, in the same time, then you don't have to read them in detail, right? All you have to do is to skim and scan them. So yeah, let's, oh, sorry. Okay, so let's continue. These are basically how can you increase the reading speed, the skimming and scanning process. Let me simplify this two process. Skimming, okay? Skimming is the process when you are going to look for the general information, okay? So you are going to obtain the general information when you are skimming the text. So stick with the general information. Don't stick with the detail. Do not getting blurred by the detail. Do not let the details like slow you down in this skimming process, and do not underline. We know in the IELTS test we can underline, we can highlight the words while we are reading the passage, but in this skimming process, or when you are dealing with a very long essay, a long paper, for example, and you know that you are skimming that text, then stick on the general information only. Stick on the headings or subheadings, the very general ones that will help you to find the general picture. So you can answer the question like I asked you before. What is this passage about? By skimming a passage, then you can answer that question. Okay, then the second is scanning process. Different from the skimming one, the scanning process is the process that we are going to do to find the specific details. So when you are going to find the important keywords like the name of the people, the years, the places, and so forth, you're going to scan the process. Or when you are going to answer the very specific information like for example, where do the whale lives, for example. Okay, so you have to scan the passage to answer that question, right? Because that is a specific detail. And in the scanning process, then you can optimize the underlining techniques, the highlighting techniques. For example, maybe you can differ the way you highlight the year. Maybe you can make squares for the years, and also when it comes to the names of the people, maybe you can simply underline them, or maybe you can circle them. Then it will be easier for you to look at the question and the passage again and again. Or maybe when it comes to other types of reading comprehension or reading academic reading, like simply the paper journal that you are reading, then you can go through the passage again and again to find certain information without slowing you down. Okay, so in this scanning process optimize that underlining techniques. Okay. Okay, so this third process is basically refers to academic test related reading, like TOEFL, IELTS, TOEIC, and so forth. So when you are skimming a text and you know what to search, you know what to look for, you have read the question and you know what the keywords from the question, then you're going to skim a text, okay, while scanning them. Okay, skim to find the relevant information that you are looking for, then stop at particular points to look at the meaning. So this is why I emphasized before that you don't need to read them in detail, because as you finish one question to the other question, then you will understand what is the meaning or what is the goal of this passage as a whole. Okay, especially when it comes to academic tests, English academic tests like tests like TOEFL and IELTS. Okay, so the questions will guide you around the text. Yeah, and this last point is basically only the adding points, just to remember that when you are scanning a text, your eyes will touch information lightly, and don't make it slow you down, because okay, my focus right now is in a skimming process or in scanning process. Then focus on skimming. Skimming is the general information, and scanning is related to specific detail only. To make it clearer, I will show you my next screen. This is how we are going to skim and scan the news, right? When you are skimming the text, then you're going to find the heading, basically the heading, okay? Or maybe if there is a picture, the picture will help as well, to find what is this passage about, or what is this news about, right? And when you're going to scan the information, then you are going to look for the more specific information. Okay, look for keywords like this. Numbers is numbers are basically the keywords that will be very easy to find, but you still need to so like highlight them. And maybe specific terms like this, right? This will be helpful if you need to look to recheck the passage again, or to answer the questions when it comes to academic reading for the test. Yeah, this is my presentation, I guess. And basically I've prepared this one, the golden rules, but mainly what I'm trying to tell you from this golden rules is that indeed you have a very limited time, or you have to work very quickly, but focus. So it doesn't mean that will be that will make your reading process difficult. So again, coming back to the strategies, the skimming and scanning process, and the vocabulary skills, and how to find the keywords. So just optimize and practice to do those process, then you can deal with the academic reading well. Okay, so do you have any questions, guys? Maybe later, right? So after this, I've prepared reading practice that you can finish with your friends in a group, then the facilitator will help you. Yeah, basically I've prepared also this one to test whether after the material you can answer this question or not. But since we have a FGD session after this, then please focus on the practice tests that the facilitators already prepared for you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dimas.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Kak Retmi, for the presentation. Well, I think even though it's quite short because we have limited time, I think we have so much thing to get from Kak Retmi presentation. Why is it essential for us? What we need to aware of to basically just get some better scores, or maybe just get better grasp of understanding when we read some passage. Okay, guys. As Kak Retmi said, for the next session we will gonna have maybe a bit different FGD session. We're gonna practice it. So yeah, whether it will be easy or not, but yeah, just relax, guys. It's not exam. Just try your best, and yeah, just think it is as practice, as a time to practice. And I think the FGD room is already prepared, Kak Raki, right?
Yes, it's
All right.
ready.
Thank you, Kak Raki. Yes. Okay, guys. I think we're just gonna start our FGD session. And well, I want to say good luck and yeah, have a fun practice time. Thank you so much. Well, while we still waiting for all of the participants who get assigned to FGD room to enter their own room to it. Maybe I want to start. Maybe I want to say welcome as well to our YouTube viewers. Whoever watch it, hello everyone. Okay, maybe yeah, with Retmi, we're gonna have some chit chat with you and with Red Team actually. So yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe yeah. If you guys kan ada Putri dan Kak Rati, if you want to also asking something to Kak Retmi, just unmute and just join the conversation. All right. Okay. So Kak Retmi is also a teacher or kind of tutor in the Scotters. Am I right?
Yes.
So yeah, is it actually what you teach or help people on there is really, I mean, is it really a focus on how to make them get a better score to help them to study abroad? Is it really focused on that, or maybe you could also I mean, what kind of
Service.
there in the quarters?
Scooters has many services actually, and it's not only about English. Scooters also has several programs to help people study Korean or Japanese language, or many other languages. But basically the vision of Scotters itself as a startup is to help people to study abroad, because not only giving facilities for the TOEFL test or the IELTS test assistance, but also Scotters has a very specific facilities for like a very specific programs for them who want to consult their their scholarship preparation, or maybe the more specific one, their paper, their like motivation letter and so forth. So yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you actually also kind of do consultation with them if they want to get some advice or suggestion how to succeed and study abroad. All right. Okay. Well, I guess I still actually wondering. I want to know actually about how to improve our reading skill, because I think especially back then, when I still, yeah, sometimes taking a test. Uh, I guess my reading skill is not really that bad, but I don't know how to get high score, get a really high score. I mean, yeah, it is okay, but I don't know how to actually improve because at some point it is actually hard to improve on reading aspect because passage and yeah, what we have in the English test is really different than what we usually read on anything.
Yeah.
Do you have some opinion or suggestion?
Yeah. So basically, it's about getting more familiar with those kind of tests. For example, if you want to prepare for the TOEFL test or for the IELTS test, then you need to find the ones or the reading passages that will be similar with those. For example, in the TOEFL context, for the IELTS context, I usually encourage the students to read, to set their own targets, to set some certain targets that will help them. For example, for the IELTS reading test, basically it's similar, it's almost similar with those reading tests, with those articles from the Guardian or from the Scientist or National Geographies and National Geographics and so forth. So I would ask them to read more from those sources, then they can set their own targets. For example, at least one article a day. Then the first goal is to get familiar, to get more comfortable with those kind of tests, with those kind of passages. Although it's long or maybe it's boring for them, first is finding their own comfort first, and maybe it could start. They could start with the topics that they like first. For example, your passion or your interest is to learn more about football, for example, football club, for example, or music and so forth, or films, movies and so forth. You can find those informations from the Guardian, for example. Then make it consistent, right? And the next goal is to improve your target from one article a day, then 2 or 3 articles a day. Then not only to read and not only to get comfortable with those kind of passages anymore, but to read actively. Because yeah, especially again in IELTS context, we need to read actively, as if we are involved in that reading. So it's not only to make sure that we can answer the questions given by the test, but we can re-explain what is being given by that passage. So that's basically the therapy, the kind of therapy that I suggest to the students. And basically there are ways to improve your readings, in your reading skill in general, and to improve your active reading skill as well. So first, you can read the passage, right? Then you can try to re-explain yourself, to re-explain that passage, the topic from that passage to yourself, with using your spoken language. You can explain it orally. All right. After, you can make sure that, okay, I know that I understood the topic and I can re-explain it. Then you can move to the next step, is to summarize, okay, to re-explain it basically using your writing, your written language, okay. Because it will be different when you are structuring, when you're making outline in your head and present or deliver the idea orally, and when you are structuring your idea, then write it will be different. So yeah, re-explaining what you have read is basically the way you can improve your reading skill.
Yes. But yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I think I should practice it. That you would just suggest. It's really yeah. So it's really important for us to actually do our daily practicing, read
Mhm.
some passage and improve it. Improve it by step. Basically.
Yeah, but maybe we should be careful with that. The my sentence that, or my point that, oh, you have to get familiar with that, but don't stick on that only, because reading so many texts will only by doing that, it's not like simply help you, but the thing is to know that it's to know how to read with the goal, how to know, okay, what am I going to look for by reading this text.
Yeah, we need to have some clear goals, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
need to set the clear objective.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe Kak, Kak Putri, Tanada, you guys have much more experience as well about
Yeah, maybe
road
anyone
reading test.
wants to share their experience.
May I? I'm so
Yeah.
sorry I can't turn on my camera right now. Actually, I experienced several develop prediction tasks, and reading is always made me um like it was the part that use a lot of my times, because I heard about that scanning and skimming, but when I want to um when I want to try it, it was always hard for me. And because I love to read, I always curious like what this sentence is about. So it's hard for me to really get into scanning and skimming and scanning, and also use my time effectively when doing a task. Maybe you have tips, Kat?
Yeah, very interesting. I have a friend. He's a bachelor from psychology, and we were together when we are preparing our IELTS, ITB, and yeah, he's from he's a awardee, PDP awardee as well, and he was struggling a lot when it comes to the topics related to psychology. It seemed to him like, oh, I know this topic and I have to answer this topic because I love this I love psychology, and I've read about this and I know this, I should have known about this. But that's the reason why he struggled, right? And that's the reason why he spent a lot of time to finish only one passage in IELTS, because he thinks that he have to prove his ability, based his ability in terms of his academic background, when he is doing an IELTS reading test that is basically designed to be answered by all of the people regardless their background. So again, know your objective and know why you are reading this and what you are getting to look for when you are reading this passage. So especially when it comes to TOEFL or the IELTS, you don't have to it's not to test your ability regarding your knowledge, but it's to test your ability to get the knowledge from the reading passage. It's different, right? So stick on the given passage and stick on the questions that are given, then answer the question. We need to get rid of those curiosity. Oh my god, I know, I read this, and why is this answer like this, right? So we need to get rid of that those feelings when it comes to the readings that we have to finish in a very limited time. And also, oh, I forgot what to tell. Yeah, I guess that's the thing about reading in TOEFL or IELTS. And wait, kenapa saya lupa ya?
It's okay, guys.
Maybe
It's okay.
you guys want to share other ideas, other thoughts.
About the something referring to the other, like in the past question, sometimes we find that the question that maybe says like the underlined word seems similar to blah 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 blah, or this word is referring to blah 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 blah. Like for instance, the underlined word is they, and we should find who is they in that sentence.
Okay. So it's very technical, basically, and it is related to grammar. It's pronoun. When we and basically we know this in bahasa as well. When we use they, when we use pronouns like that, like they, it, him, or she, or he, and so forth, we are trying to change the noun, right? So what we need to look for is the noun mentioned before that pronoun. That's basically the techniques, the very technical way to answer the question.
Yeah, but sometimes there is like the jebakan Batman that made us think that I think this one, but is it true? Is that the other one? Like that.
Yeah, that's why we need to read actively, as I said. Regardless of the technical ways, we still need to be careful and make sure that you understand the meaning as a whole, rather than like stick on certain vocabulary. That's one of the common mistakes in TOEFL and IELTS, or in the academic test, reading comprehension, that usually, especially we are as the non-native English speakers do, because we usually stick only on some certain vocabulary. We know, okay, this is the keywords and this is what I'm going to look for, then that's it. Then we don't really understand the whole meaning.
I see. Thank you so much for your enlightenment, Kak. Hope it works, and I'm done overthinking or even curious about the passage anymore.
Sometimes students that I met, they have a good ability, they have a good basic in reading already, but sometimes they miss the details. So yeah, by doing it again and again and discuss with your friends, then you can share the way they answer the question, and the way you answer the question, then you can improve also your reading by doing that. Thank you, everyone is coming back now.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I guess it's really answering your question, Nada. And yeah, fortunately the time is not that much. We could consult it later on. So well, welcome back, guys. So how was it? How was the practice time that you did? Is it I don't say it's hard, but maybe it's challenging for you.
It's hard. Oh, they say it's hard.
Okay. Yeah. At some point we need to try the harder one. Okay. Okay, guys. I think I'm just gonna move on to the next session. Is to.
Kak,
Yes.
actually there is a technical issue, and I think the host given another 10 more minutes for them to discuss.
Oh, okay.
So not everyone already back here.
Well, they got back again to their own room.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, maybe if there's no one else to ask, maybe from Retmi, maybe the most important thing we need to do, or we usually miss or not aware that makes us cannot really improve our reading to have better comprehensively on reading. Maybe one thing that we usually unaware of or not really doing it well. Was it? Is it my voice? Is my voice is clear? Is it my voice audible, guys?
Yeah, Kak. Clear.
No.
Maybe you can ask your question again.
Yeah, basically, maybe I want to, maybe Kak Retmi want to, summarize a bit or one thing that we usually unaware of or not doing right when we want to improve our reading skill.
Okay, so yeah, we've discussed about this while you are having your breakout room, guys. We usually unaware that we do need to have a clear goal of, we do need to have an objective when we are reading the passage. So we know what to look for, right? When we are reading a paper, journal paper, or yeah, then we know what to look for from those papers, right? Or when in terms of the IELTS or the TOEFL text, we know what the question is about, what is the keywords from the question, then we know what to look for. Because when we don't have those clear goals, then it will spend more time, it will be very wasting time for you. Like you're going to read the very detail, spending more time on finishing the questions, because each of the questions needs specific or needs different treatment. For example, the questions that ask you about the main idea, then the thing that you need to do is to skimming the passage, right? To know, to find the main idea. But when it comes to the specific detail, as I said before, you need to know what is the specific information from the question, then scanning the passage again to read the very particular part of the passage to understand. Yeah. And also Dimas asked me before how to improve reading comprehension. I usually set some targets. I don't set targets to students. I just suggest them to set some targets for them, by having like one article a day, for example, and by knowing what kind of a reading comprehension that you need, especially when it comes to IELTS reading. For example, the IELTS reading would be most likely similar with the essay or with the article from the Guardian, for example, or the Scientist, or New York Times, for example, or National Geographic. Then how to get familiar with them, how to consider those passages are not boring, and to find topics that you like from those sources, then that will improve your reading skill. And then you can improve the set target that you have from one article a day to two articles a day, then 3 articles a day. And also to make sure that you can then only it's not only to read them very widely, to read the topics widely and to get comfortable with those articles, long articles, but also how to read actively. Okay, how to understand what is being explained by the passages. So how to summarize using your spoken language orally, or you can summarize it in your writing language.
Well, yes. I think it is really well answered. Thank you so much to Kak Reni, Kak Canada for the question as well. Yeah, I guess we will be coming back the participant to enter the main room.
The
Already
participants have
done it yet? Oh, 1 minute. I'm sorry.
1 minute more. Okay, I guess we have one more. I guess I want to respond this problem from Irma. Is Irma here already?
There's some question. Yeah.
Irma shared something from the chat in the chat box before. I need to repeat reading to understand the main idea, and it's wasting time. So basically, when we prepare TOEFL, we know that TOEFL techniques, the TOEFL, from the TOEFL material, from the TOEFL textbooks, we know that to find the main idea, then we can look for the first line and first line or the last line, right? In each paragraph. But what we need to know is basically there are certain types of paragraphs. There are paragraphs that contain with the main idea in the beginning of the paragraph, and also the paragraph that with the main idea in the last part of the paragraph, or in the middle of the paragraphs, or the paragraphs that have main idea spread in the whole parts of it's not explicitly said, but it's implicitly said in the whole part of the paragraph. So we need to know what types of paragraphs that we are dealing with. But basically, when it comes to TOEFL, we can look for the main idea in the beginning or in the last part of the paragraph.
All right. Thank you so much, Kak Retmi, for answer. And maybe for the question, it will be later after all the representative share their appreciation. Okay, so yes, welcome back again, guys. Well, how was it? How was the practice time? How was the group? Yeah, through the reading practice.
Hi. We're currently discussing about the answer.
Yeah.
Mira, I'm so sorry. I will give the answer to you later. Yeah.
Yes, you need to give it to me because I have already written down on the paper.
Yes, that's cool. Thank you, Mira.
Okay, I'm curious. Okay.
You know what? It's so excited. Especially when they got the answer right.
Yeah.
They're really happy.
Okay. Maybe we cannot wait to start the presentation time. Okay. Maybe Kak Retmi or just me who choose the group to present their group. Idea. Okay, maybe may I? Okay. Yeah. I want to hear from Rizka group. How was it? Your group?
We are doing fine. Like when we check our answer, it's like 80%, 90% correct. So yeah, thank you for the hard work. And they use the method as well, like skimming and scan. So I'm going to choose the member to answer the number 1, or like which number do we need to answer?
Have you finished all of them?
Yeah, we already finished like 1 to 13.
Okay, so we are going to choose like of 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess three from your group. Then the other 3 questions would be answer. Oh, sorry. Oh, two question types, right? So for your group would be the indoor farming summary. So please answer the question number 1 to 7.
1 to 7?
Oh, how many answered do you have?
All already.
How many answers? All of them?
All of them. Oh, okay. Maybe Ahmad, can you answer the question? Oh no, Abai, sorry. Abai, please answer 1 to 7.
Okay, I will try to answer the question 1 to 7. Um, for the number 1, the answer is tomatoes. Some fruit plants, including tomatoes, are already grown indoors. And number 2, vertical farms will be located in urban place. And then number 3, vertical farms could use methane from plants and animals to produce energy. And then number 4, the consumption of fossil fuel will be cut because agricultural vehicles would be unnecessary. And then number 5, the fact that vertical farms would need artificial light is a disadvantage. And number 6, one form of vertical farming involves planting in stake grapes, which are not fixed. And lastly, the most probable development is that food will be grown in skyscraper, or maybe I think it's urban rooftops in towns and cities. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, great discussion, guys. We're going to have 2 groups to present their answer, right? Then we are going to review it all together. Is it?
Yes, maybe, yeah, we will discuss it, or Retmi will give a comment later on after all the groups deliver their answer. Okay, thank you guys for the Rizka group. Good job, really good job. All right, maybe for the next group, I want to give the chance for Kak Irfani group. Hello, Kak Irfani.
Okay. Hi, thank you, Dimas. Okay, Retmi, I want to say sorry first because my groups hasn't reached yet the questions. Unfortunately, we are really enjoy to read all the paragraph one by one, and we and we highlight the keywords. So unfortunately, my groups hasn't seen the questions, but maybe guys we can do you want to answer together? We can answering together, right? Okay, my group there is Kak Eko, Kak Aldi, and Anissa. Okay, let's answer together. Do you still have a chance?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
So surprised to see the questions.
Yeah, so that was the question, guys. How Dimas, how to show the questions one more time, maybe?
Share screen from your
Oh, from my screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So this one, yeah, we enjoy to highlighting the keywords each paragraph. I'm sorry, it was my mistake, my bad management time maybe. Okay, so this one. Okay, some food plants, including blah blah blah, are already grown indoors. Do you still remember, guys, the answer?
Actually, we have to scroll back.
Jangan ketawa dong. Please do not make laugh. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, we have to scroll back because we don't remember.
Okay, maybe Kak Eko and Kak Aldi and also Anissa, we still have a chance to answer. some food plants, including maybe we need to give the example for the fruit that could be grown even on the rooftop.
Include. I don't remember.
You have no idea. It's okay, Kak.
Number. Can we go number 2?
Number 2. Okay, vertical farms would be
located in big cities, in urban cities.
Okay, urban cities. Okay. Kak Retmi, how many numbers we need? We have a chance to answer. 7 or 5?
3. Oh no.
3. Okay. How many numbers, Kak Retmi? We still have a chance. Oh, Kak Retmi. Oh yeah. Okay, let's just continue maybe while we have an answer from Kak Retmi. Okay. Kak Retmi.
Sorry, Kak. Actually, you will answer the next section.
Oh, the next section.
Yep, number 8 until 13.
Oh, this one, yeah. We haven't reached 1 until 7. How about
I lost my connection suddenly.
Okay, Kak Retmi. So I'm sorry for my group in the group too. we are to enjoy to highlighting the keywords like in all the paragraphs. So we haven't answered all the questions.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it was the big mistake, I know. For the
we can focus. Then we can focus on the first part of the question then.
Okay, just go to the question.
Question number 1 to 7 only.
Oh, 1 to 7 only. Okay, we are trying to answer it, me and my group. Okay, we still have we still have a chance to answer the 7 questions. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, number 3 maybe from Aldi and also Anissa. Come on, we still have a chance.
Number 3. Number 3 to crops.
Produce medicine from plants and animals to produce.
Crops. Number 3.
To produce sunlight.
Sunlight.
Huh?
Okay.
Crops.
Okay.
Crops.
To produce what?
Crops.
Okay, crops. Okay. Yeah.
Consumption of.
Okay, number 4, guys.
Number 4, consumption of foods, maybe.
Okay.
Fuel.
Oh, fuel.
Okay.
Fuel.
Okay.
Need
the fact that vertical farms will need
sunlight.
Sunlight is a disadvantage. Okay. I haven't checked. Is it the answer is correct? One form of vertical.
One form of planting in one form of reinforced planting in indoor.
Window.
Indoor.
Okay. And the last one, the most probable development is that food will be grown in rooftop ya, di atas ya. Remember the last paragraph?
The most probable development is that food will be grown in
upstairs.
In sky. In skyscrapers.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys. Group 2.
You're welcome.
Kak Retmi. So yeah, it was the big mistake that we're to enjoy to read the articles until we forget the time to answer. Yeah. So
you're busy highlighting.
Yeah, this one is the answer from my group. Okay, thank you, Kak Retmi.
So will we directly review the question, the answers now?
Yes.
Stop sharing ya. Okay.
Okay, so I will share my screen. Then, basically, it's better for us to yeah, I'm sure that you've already explained it to your friends in your group. Why is the answer number one? What is the answer number two? What, where did you find the answers? But let's review it together, and let's share why is this would be the correct answer. So should I share my screen? Please let me to share my screen.
Making the copies.
Already.
Is it up here in your screen already? My screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sure that you guys can find this answer number one, all of you. Tomatoes, right? So you can clearly see it in the beginning. Oh, no, in the second paragraph, right? Do you have any questions for this? The concept of farming is not new. The production of tomatoes right here, right? Since the production of tomatoes, so including some food plants, including tomatoes, are already grown indoors, or in the other words, we can say that tomatoes and other, it's not new, or this indoor farming has been started, including for tomatoes. Okay. Do you guys have any question for this? Number one? Nope. Okay. Let's continue with the question number two. What was the answer from the, okay, please clarify it yourself within your groups. So vertical farms would be located in urban place, meaning that there would be less need to take them long distances to customers. Okay, I forgot to break down the process that you need to do. First, skimming and scanning to know the difference, right? Skimming is to obtain the general information, and scanning is to obtain the specific details. And in terms of this question, this is the summary, right? Indoor farming summary based on the passage. And by skimming the process, by skimming the passage, that okay, this passage is about indoor farming, right? And by skimming the process also, you may find the main idea of the passage in general as well. But in this context, we need to scan the passage. Like we need to look through the question and the passage again and again to find the answer for number 1 to 7, right? When you want to find the answer number 1, then you need to find this information, right? That some of the plants, food plants specifically, right? We can say that this is one of the keywords, and actually this is the main keywords already grown indoors. So what we need to find is what is the food plants, one of the example of food plants that are already grown indoors. So you found tomatoes, and that's what how you find the information, right? Then the next one, vertical farms would be located in urban places, meaning that there would be less need to take them long distances to customers. Okay, the word located, you can say that is one of the important keywords. We know that it's about vertical farms, and what I want to emphasize in this context, the context of number 2 question is to understand the whole sentence. Okay, then we can look for the exact or the correct word to put in the middle of this sentence. And after finishing this process, you need to reread the whole sentence this sentence, question number 2, and to make sure that it is suitable or it is similar with the context in that you have understood from reading the passage. Okay, so okay, again, it's located, right? The word located, we can say that, okay, so they don't need to take them long distances to customers. We can look for the answer right here, the same paragraph with the previous one. Located, yeah, located was paraphrased by the word situated, right? We can say situated is the word change that has changed the word that has been changed by the word located here, right? So we need to understand the sentence contained this keyword. Situated in the heart of urban centers, they would drastically reduce the amount of transportation required to bring food to customers. Reduce the amount of transportation means that they don't need to take them long distances, right? So this is this is where we can find the answer. So the answer is basically located where? In urban centers. This is the answer. So the correct answer is urban centers. And one of the insights that is very important when it comes to academic reading for a test like this, for an IELTS or the TOEFL test, is to remember that the answer would be exactly the same as what the passage is telling you. Okay, so please answer using the exactly same keyword. Although the keywords for what is that, the sentence would be paraphrased by the questions, like when it is in the passage, it is say that it's situated, but when it comes to the question, it is located. But when it comes to the answer, it will be exactly similar. So urban centers. Okay, then the next one is number 3. Vertical farms could use methane from plants and animals to produce energy. Okay, okay, so I just want to explain the question number 1 and number 2. Then you can give me questions right away after this if you still have any questions. But let me review one more incorrect answer. Yeah, this one. The correct answer is urban rooftops. So yeah, you know that this answer can be found in the last part of the paragraph, last part of the passage, right? Urban rooftops like this right here. So the most probable, right, development is that food will be grown in specific parts. We have a preposition in right here, so we need specific place in towns and cities. Okay, we can say that these are the keywords. So yeah, this one. While it is possible, right, it is most probable, right, that much of our food will be grown in skyscrapers in the future. Okay, most experts, this one, so while it is possible, right, indeed it is possible to for the food to be grown in skyscrapers, but we cannot add but right here actually, because it is far more likely, or it is more probable. It is possible for the skyscrapers, but it is more probable, or it's far more likely, right? That's the keywords, right? That we will simply use the space available on urban rooftops. Oh yeah, I guess that's for today, everyone. Dimas, please. Maybe everyone
Yes.
ask me questions.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I guess by doing it together, by some guidance from our conductors, it gives us much more clearer ideas how to do better and ask the next reading test. So yeah, I think it will be really beneficial for us to get a better score, get a better reading comprehensively later on. Okay, guys. For the next session, we still have some. I guess I hope it will be still fun session. We'll play games, but for today it will be a bit different. Our fun games, we will do some practice reading together. And Kak Putri may help to facilitate the session.
Okay.
Halo Kak Putri. Yes.
Hi Dimas. Hi Kadila. Thank you so much. So yeah, right now we are going to enter the Kahoot quiz. We call it Wednesday Fun Quiz. So yeah, we've already recommend you to use your laptop, or you can also use your phone for the answer. Okay, you can go to kahoot.it on your browser or on your phone. Okay. All right, and you can type the code. It's 6377559. And I'm not going to be alone. I will be accompanied by my teammate as well, Nada. Hello, Nada.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Nada. Are you excited to play this game?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
And
come on, guys.
I getting more excited because I saw Woohoo as the name there. Like it really good. Oh my god. By the way,
Tahir.
Rinso cair.
Actually, Nada, they're
Oh my
so
god.
creative.
Kak Putri, I think this is to you. Will you be
To you.
mine?
It's to Britzone. Will you be mine? Yeah.
Wow. The vaccine is also there.
AstraZeneca. Wow, the vaccine. Welcome.
Okay.
6377559. And yeah, we've already sent the material for today's quiz. It's about the history of Britzone. And I hope you already read the material that we gave you so that you can answer this quiz and win the quiz.
Yes, exactly. So this net your curiosity and also you're willing to read the passage, right?
Yes. So have you read the history of Britzone, Nada?
Of course.
Wow, amazing.
Because
Okay.
I love Britzone.
Yeah, me too. Kadila, if you want to play with us, it's totally fine. You can join us.
Oh, please. The Britzone. I will give the Britzoners opportunities.
Opportunities.
Well, to be honest, I didn't read the history of Britzone.
History of Britzone. Okay, that's fine. All right. Wow, 26 people are joining our quiz.
I found Tango chocolate and I want to eat
Lambetura, who
your
is
sheep.
Who is Rambetura?
Oh, there's Aldi Taher right here.
Yeah, Aldi Taher. Karaki, would you please play the song of Kahoot?
Oh, that's why this one is not as noisy as usual.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you haven't shared the sound, Karaki.
Yes.
You were sharing your screen.
Aldi Taher song,
We
please.
can't hear that.
No,
Bisa
not
sabi.
Aldi Taher song. No.
Karaki, you can stop this sharing your screen and then reshare it again. Reshare it
And don't forget to click the share sound button.
Yes, exactly. Hey guys, come on! If you haven't joined our Kahoot quiz, wow, the music. All right.
Music is fun. Wait,
Where's the music?
the music is lost when you share the screen. So actually, it is the same. When you want to share the screen, you can click the small button in the left. Okay.
Okay. Well, I see newcomer in here. I can see Payal.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Payal. Are you? I can see that you
Nice to
came
meet
to our class. Nice to meet you, Payal. And how do you feel after attending our class, Payal?
It's really amazing.
Me too. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Are you currently in India?
Yeah.
Wow. And how do you know Britzone, Payal?
I came across to Britzone from Instagram.
Wow, thank you,
Thank you,
Instagram.
Thank you, Instagram.
Instagram, and welcome,
Thank you for
Payal.
bringing Payal here.
Thank you
Welcome.
for bringing Payal here.
Hi, Payal. Meet you.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
Britzone becomes so international.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Payal.
Yeah,
Hope
it
you enjoyed
is.
the class. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It
I
is
think we should start.
27%. Yeah. And I saw kembang kol here. Maybe this is Siska kol favorite vegetables. Don't know.
Kembang kol. Okay. Shall we start now, Nada?
Yes, of course.
Okay, Karaki.
7%.
All right, the history of Britzone. We will begin the quiz now. Question number 1. What is the first name of an organization established by the British Council that is used to learn English together? It's quite difficult.
Britzone. This is study zone.
Wow. You can click the
You can
color
click
that
the
appears
answer.
on your screen. Yeah. And you're right.
Okay.
It was study
Yeah,
zone.
Payal is right. Study zone. Okay, next please. 10 people got it right. And let's see who's leading.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Wow, it's woohoo. Congratulations, woohoo.
I think who is going to be the next president of Britzone?
Hopefully. Okay, next please. Nada, it's time for you to read the questions.
Okay, who is the person who approved the establishment of the Study Zone Speaking Club? Is it Miss Astuti, Miss Tuti, Miss Juleha, or Miss Jubaida?
Oh.
Hey, why are you laughing, Kak Putri?
I don't even know who Miss Jubaida is. I don't recognize her.
Oh, really?
She's my neighbor.
Yeah, the right
Wow.
answer is Miss
Oh my God.
Astuti.
This
She
proves
is
that all of you already read the passage, yeah?
Yes.
And who is Miss Astuti, Kak?
So Miss Astuti is actually our hero. She was the
Wow.
person who approved the establishment of Study Zone Speaking Club. Right now we call it Britzone English Community.
Wow.
Thank you, Miss
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you,
the
Miss
info.
Astuti.
Thank you, Miss Atu.
Thank you, Miss Astuti.
Astuti.
Okay, maybe
Okay.
next Karaki. And who is leading? Wow.
May.
May is leading
It's
now.
May. Congratulations,
Ooh.
May. Next. When is Britzone's birthday? When is Britzone's birthday, Nada? I think it's on September 2003.
Yeah,
Am I
I
right?
believe it is on September.
In September.
Yeah, I believe it's in September.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
people got it right.
Okay, people got it right.
Cool.
Let's see who's leading.
So, how old is Britzone now, Kak Putri?
Britzone, right now in 2021, Britzone is 18 years old.
Wow.
18 or 19, Arif?
18.
Still 18. Still 18.
Still 18.
Same as me.
Yes.
Yeah, and Woohoo is leading again.
Okay.
Followed
will
by
vote
Tango
for Woohoo.
Coklat.
Wow,
Because
congrats,
can be
Woohoo.
vaccinated.
I think
Woohoo.
Woohoo will run for the president next year.
Woohoo is
think
actually Putri though.
No, that's not me. That's Kadila.
Oh, sorry for not telling you.
Okay, Miss President.
Okay, next please. Fourth question.
When
Nada?
was the first study zone speaking club event held? Is it on 6 September, 20 September, 25 September, or 21st September of 2003? The first event held.
The first
Okay.
event. Yay!
Okay. I think
Congrats.
most of the people here understood the question because in the previous question they asked 20 September because maybe they remember the time when the event held, not the time when it first established.
Yeah. When the
Cool.
first event. Yes.
They
Okay.
remember the first event.
Thank you for trying, guys.
Wow.
We're still leading.
Yeah.
Woohoo, congrats, Woohoo.
He or she really reads the passage. Wow, cool.
Cool. Next, please. The fifth question. Who was the first president of the Study Zone Speaking Club? Who was the first president? Is that Joe Biden or Donald Trump? I think it's Donald Trump. Am I right, Nada?
Nur Hadi.
Who is
Donald Trump was the president of Study Zone Speaking Club. Yay! It's James Abu Bakar.
Why
Are
is no
we-
one answer Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Because
Maybe
it's
he
Britzone
really
branch
is.
America.
Who is Maulidia? Who is Maulidia?
Next, please. Question
Wow.
number
Woohoo
6.
is still leading.
Woohoo!
Followed by Tango
Congrats.
Coklat.
Woohoo. And Tango Chocolate.
Mangku is the highest climber.
Ooh, congrats, Mangko.
Cool, man, cool. Sixth question. What happened to the British Council Library in November 2004?
What happened, guys? I think the library was closed.
I think so.
Am I right, Nada?
Yeah. Because of some event.
Yes.
They can.
Yeah.
Wow.
The British Council Library was donated to the Ministry of National Education, or now we call it Kementerian Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan Indonesia.
Wow.
Okay.
You guys are
Next.
so cool. 19 people got it right.
Thank you, British Council.
Wow. And Woohoo with Tango Coklat and Ezra 14 is still leading. And 7 players just hit answer straight 3. Cool.
Cool.
Wow. You guys really
Yeah.
read the passage.
Exactly, Nada. Next, please. 7th question. In what year did the name of the Study Zone Speaking Club change to Britzone Speaking Club? In what year, guys? I think it's in 2015.
I think it was in 2003 when the club is established.
I guess so. So which one do you choose, guys? 2003 like Nada or 2015? Yay, the right
Wow.
answer is
2005.
2005. They changed the name from Study Zone Speaking Club to Britzone Speaking Club. Next.
Wow.
Who is a genius?
Ukulele. Yeah. And his or her
Wow.
finger
You
are
did great,
crossed.
Huhu. You did great.
Next.
I
last
can't wait
question.
to reveal who is.
Who are
Okay,
they?
who are they? Wow, who are they?
Oh, I believe they are the
I
librarians.
don't recognize them.
I think
Are
one of them is Woohoo.
Are they the librarian or the Mr. Universal Ambassador? Or you don't know who they are? I think it's Mr. Universal. Yay! They know you, Ram. You're famous. President and Vice President of Britzone 2021. Yay! Let's see who win the quiz.
Let's see the final podium.
The third winner is Ezra.
Ezra 14. Wow. The
Second
second
winner is
still
Tango Chocolate. And the first one
The first
is...
winner.
Congrats, Huhu. You did great.
Our next president.
Yay.
You will be next. You will be the next our president.
Okay, Karam. So that is you.
Woohoo is actually Nada.
How can I?
Okay, thank you so much for playing with us Wednesday
you,
came on Wednesday Fun Quiz. Thank you, Nada. And I'll give it back to you, Ram. Congratulations, Woohoo. I want to reveal who Woohoo is.
Not me.
Would you guys please raise your hand?
For yourself.
Would you
Not
please
me.
raise your hand, Woohoo? We cannot sleep before you reveal yourself. Woohoo! Come on.
Yeah, we
Don't be
want
shy.
to make you our next president.
Yeah, we will kidnap you.
Or I will tell that it's me.
Really?
Wow.
No.
Oh, is that you?
Come on, Woohoo. Give some speech.
Yeah.
Come on, go.
I think. Oh, who is Huhu? I don't know.
Woohoo?
No one.
Oh my God. No.
Where are you?
Okay, guys, you don't have
Maybe-
to worry. Yeah.
Maybe
After
Woohoo join us in the YouTube.
Oh,
Wow.
Maybe. Who
Okay.
knows? Yeah, that is possible.
Yes. Okay, guys, you don't have to worry. I will find Woohoo. Okay, I will be back. I give it back to you, Dimas. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Whoever who is to know Britzone that much, I just salute to him or her. Yes. Congrats for Woohoo. I guess you should reveal yourself actually. And thank you so much, Putri and Nadia, for facilitating this session. And yeah, I think we already reached an end of our session. Once again, thank you so much, Kak Dila, for such great insight about reading comprehensively. And also, thank you for all the facilitator. And also thanks to you guys, all the participants who joining with us today. All right, it's time for us to taking pictures. Karaki, may you help us?
All right, please don't chat anymore, guys. So give the best pose of yourself. Are you
Come on,
ready?
guys.
Are you
Turn
ready for
on your
that?
camera, please.
Turn
Nawang
on your
Ayu,
camera.
Umi, Silverius, Evelyn.
Because your face will be post on our Instagram. Wow, Fasil Tewe, your
Yes.
background is so awesome. All right. So be ready for the first stage. I will count in 3, 2, 1, and action. All right. Wait a moment. Okay, I will go to the next page. I will count again in 3, 2, 1, action. All right, it's a wrap. Thank you so much, guys. Back to you, MC.
Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for Mike. Yes, and also don't forget to give us feedback. We're really grateful for any kind of feedback that we could have. Thank you so much, guys, for joining.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
See you on Saturday.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a
To
good
meet you.
night.
See you on Saturday.
Stay safe and safe health.
Thanks. See you on the next Zoom
Saturday
class.
class.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you all.
Thank you.
Bye bye, YouTube.